Morning, everyone. Day 120. We are just packed up. We're all packed up, monkey on the back. We're leaving hurricane shelter. This was an amazing stay. I slept in the shelter. It's night number 2 in the shelter. I've been hiking around some people we got to know on trail, which has been very fun for me, and we've been having a great time. So the videos have been a little bit shorter because when you're hiking around people, you're hiking around people having so much fun, it's hard to do the videoing and stuff. So anyways, this is the hurricane shelter. Had a really nice picnic table. Excellent sleeping. You could stand up and walk around without even hitting your head. Had no mice that we could detect. And I don't know where mice would stay the way this shelter's built. It's just a really nice, well-built shelter. And really level floors. You could pack 8 people in there. 10 people max, probably, if you really want to sleep on top of one another. We had 6 people and we're comfortable, a little bit of space between all of us, which was great. So we had some room for our stuff. One of the nicest privies on trail, especially this late in the season. Very good privy. Just nice to have all that. So there are some benefits to shelters. The one downside of the shelter is I had to sleep in my quilt last night and I didn't really need it. I was sweating to death. So I had to sleep in my quilt because the no-see-ums were biting the heck out of me. And even though I wasn't cold and I was sweating to death, if I pulled the quilt down, they would bite me. So I had to sleep with the quilt over me and sweat because of that. But other than that, it's good. It's good. And the tent really isn't an issue to pick up and put down, but it does save 20-30 minutes. And it lets you, total setup and take down morning and night. And it lets you socialize and you get to be with a group of people, and it's been fun. It's been really fun. So anyways, Snow Bear and I are stepping today, looking to do 12 miles in the bear boxes. You can't beat the bear box. Like, that is huge. That is huge. Having a nice bear box. You just lift that lid, put the food bags in. The mice can't get in those. The ones up here in Virginia, there's no way mice are getting in that bear box the way it's designed. You close that lid and everything's good to go. So the bear box has been very nice. You get a fight with the darn cables trying to hook your bag up and pull the cables down. They're all worn out and the cable's are frayed, slicing your hand. Bear boxes are nice. So another beautiful day, and we're looking to do 12 miles to another shelter. And the reason for the 12 miles is it puts us in position to only have to hike in 7. We're going into Marion the next day. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Things are going great out here. Oh, we felt good. I woke up this morning. My left heel is a little sore, but just sore. But my feet, it's amazing how your feet can feel like beat up hamburger, but the next morning you'll wake up and they feel pretty good. So sorry about the sun. It's a beautiful day and the sun keeps shooting through there, but yeah, so we feel really good. It's crazy. You've heard me say it 100 times. It is crazy how the body can recuperate overnight with a good night's sleep. It's really weird. It's amazing. This is the trail this morning. It is 9:30. We've been hiking for an hour. The massive rock root scramble has seemed to have let up for the moment. So we still got some rocks, but nothing crazy. Just a beautiful morning. You can tell it's going to be really hot this afternoon, so we're focusing on trying to not push, but just to be consistent and get some miles under our belt for the 12-mile day while it's cooler. And we might take more breaks in the afternoon and figure it out. That's what we're doing. A little bit of mix of ups and downs. We come down quite a bit. Now we've been going through a rolly section of up and down. But doing good overall. Stepping. We are stepping. And that's the most important thing, because I really do love stepping. Love it. Feels good. Feels good. up on our waterfalls. High water route. We haven't had rain in 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, so we're fine. We don't have to take that one. Are you up for a quick snack?
I'm up for a quick sit and snack. Totally fine. We had that little break by them signs, and we are going up. And those signs all the way out through here have been 3/4 of a mile just going up. The nice thing is it's been on these smooth paths. No rocks, no roots. That is a blessing. But it's up. It is up. We're headed over to the falls. I take a break at the falls and then keep stepping. Coming down into the falls. Woohoo! Looks cool. Looks cool. We're gonna take a little break here. Enjoy the falls. Yes, we are. Okay. Ready? The waterfalls, the sound of them is so relaxing, so nice. This feels so good, like I can't even explain it. Whew. I do not know how water can be this cold when it's this hot out for the past week and a half. This water has got to be, I don't know, it can't be more than 38, 39 degrees. It can't be. Maybe 40, but it is cold. How can water be that cold when it's been in the 80s for a week plus now? I don't know. Yeah, we're just sitting here relaxing. Our feet are sore from what we've been putting them through. Man, look at this beard all froed out. Sorry, guys. Man, I'm gonna be like a total mountain man before I'm done with this. Whew. I have a beard down to here. This feels good. This feels good. All right, break time's over. Waterfall's right there. I took a nice little sit right there in that little pool. It was very nice, very relaxing, but it's back to work. Here we go. Back to stepping. Straight up over some steps. Woohoo! Yeah, the old one looks a little haggard. They put in a new one.
It's had its life.
This is fancy.
It is a fancy one.
A fancy footbridge.
I'll be there for a long time.
So we're at Trimpe shelter. This is a 10-mile day. We're going to spend the night here. We're both very sore with our feet and our muscles. And we have a shuttle at 10 a.m. going into Marion Hostel in Marion, Virginia, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So we're going to spend the night here. It's actually a really neat shelter. It's a really old shelter made of rock and really cool. And we think we're probably going to be the only ones here tonight, but the mosquitoes are legit. They are out in force right now in broad daylight, and everything far out says the mosquitoes like eat you up at night. But this place has its own little fireplace inside here. It's pretty neat. This would be an awesome shelter in early spring or late fall in the cooler weathers with a little fireplace right inside there. Really fun. But we're gonna tend to some really awesome tent sites down in there, and we're gonna tent right on a little creek right there. And that's because of the mosquitoes. They'll get us in and out of the mosquitoes and that or netting. And it should be a nice dry night, so we don't have to worry about wet tents and all that. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. The nice thing is, another benefit to the Jolly Gear shirt, this thing protects me from mosquitoes. So I got this permethrin. This is freshly permethrin. My pants, all my pants are freshly permethrin. Mosquitoes really aren't bothering me. So I just pull my hood up. It comes in around my face. Mosquitoes don't bite me. And it's actually working. Snow bear is getting tore up by mosquitoes, and they come in and they fly around me and they just fly right off. They don't want nothing to do with that permethrin. So another win for the Jolly Gear long sleeve shirt. Huge win. A lot of wins. I mean, there's a couple downsides to the Jolly Gear shirt, but I'm beginning to love this shirt every day. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the day. Everything's going good overall. We just pushed really hard. This is the hardest I've pushed on trail, and I know you guys can laugh at me. It's nothing that crazy, but we've pushed hard. We've done solid 8, 10, 11 mile days. And there was a day in there that we did way more than 8.8 miles. My my Instinct tracked way more than 8 miles. It felt way more than 8 miles. Something was way off on the far off app. They call it far out, but we've come to call it far off. So there's some things with far out that is way out of skew. So you just have to be aware of that when you're through hiking too. You can't rely on it to be 100%. So Snow Bear and I having dinner. I just want to go on the record and say that Virginia has had some of the best shelters, best privies, best water sources to shelters in all the states we've been in.
Absolutely.
And tonight we rolled in here and our tents are right down in there. Tonight we rolled in here and I was actually a little frustrated because I wanted to do a little bit more miles and I was looking to get to the next road crossing. But we set that tent up and I got on the air mattress and I went out like a log. I slept solid for an hour and a half down in there, and I think the shelters, I really was enjoying them, but I don't think I was sleeping as good as I thought, and I really needed that sleep. And it felt really good. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go, we got 2 miles, maybe 3 miles down to the road, and then we're going into Marion for 2 days, and we need that too. We need a rest, we need to resupply. Snow Bear's running really low on food. I'm really low on food, but I have a food supply that Time Out has, and then we're going to figure out our next 5-day jump from Marion, 5 days up. So yeah, everything's going great overall. I feel really good after that sleep, if you can't tell. So anyways.
Morning, day 121. The birds are so amazing. I slept with all my vestibules open. Well, this one's a little closed, but the one right beside me is just wide open. So nice. Such a beautiful night. I slept so good. Out like a log. We gotta get up early and get out of here. We have a pickup at 10 o'clock, but far out's been so far off that we're not 100% sure on the mileage. So we want to get down there and not make sure we're not late for our shuttle. But I just want to show you the birds and let you hear them. I love them. I've heard people complain about them because they wake them up and it's so loud, but I think they're so pretty.
$121, transcendent traipsing, the one on the trail, all packed up. We are headed out. We were headed out for the day. Oh, it was so funny last night. We had a bunch of guys there, all in tents, and to get out of the bugs. And we had like a herd of elephants or something come through the woods. They're like, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "No." I slept right through it. It was funny as shit. It was really funny. I slept right through that. I don't know what it was. Didn't bother me. Didn't come to my tent, so that's all that mattered to me. This is the trail this morning. It's actually pretty nice. I'm pretty happy to see this. It got cool last night. Like last night it was warm until like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I mean, wasn't sweating, but it was hot. Like I was laying on top of my air mattress. And then sometime around, I don't know, 3 o'clock this morning, it got cool enough where I needed to grab my quilt and drag it over my shoulders. But yeah, that's all I do is I don't actually get in my quilt because then I get way too hot. But the fun thing with the quilt is the way they open up is I can treat it just like a blanket, and the toe box just kind of falls off the side of your legs beside your air mattress, and then I just pull the upper part up over my shoulders and my head and went right out like a log. And it was so nice last night in the tent not to be getting chewed up all night, because the last 2 nights in the shelters, I mean, I got tore up. Got welts on my neck, welts on the top of my head. Yeah, so it was nice just to be able to sleep without any bugs or mosquitoes tearing you up. So yeah, it's going good. It's going good overall. Full disclosure, I absolutely have zero pain, zero soreness in my ankle or my feet. At the moment, they were sore in the morning when I woke up. They were sore, but everything's sore in the morning when you wake up when you're out here. But now that I'm moving, I have zero soreness in any of my joints, and that just excites me. So it sounds stupid, but the fact that, you know, you can be sore to a level like you're like, man, am I hurting myself? And then you can wake up the next day and walk down the trail and be like, hey, I'm okay. I'm okay. And that gets me excited, because my worry-wartness of thrashing stuff around in my head can become overcumbersome to me. And I always think about, you know, stuff too much. But if you thru hike, know that you're going to be sore, and it's part of the hiking. You're going to hurt. It's part of the hiking. But, you know, you got to try to find a balance between sore and hurt and hurting yourself. And I'm not saying I'm a pro at that or anything like that, because I am not. I'm just saying that I'm still stepping and I'm trying to listen to my body. And I think it's working. So, and we're getting stronger every day. Snow Bear and I both talked about that last night. You know, it's not some, you don't get stronger over 1 week. You know, you don't come out here 1 week and hike and rip out a 30-mile day. I mean, you just don't do it. I mean, we started with 5s to 8s. 8s were the max. We did a lot of 5s and 6s. He did the same thing as I did in the beginning. Then we tried doing the 9s and 10s, and it was too much. And we bumped back to the 8s, and I stuck with 7s to 8s for a long time because I had that break, which I kind of plateaued. Had I not had that break, I probably would have progressed a little faster going back home, you know. Then we went to the 7s to 8s, and I did that for a good 2 weeks, 3 weeks after Jen dropped me off from Hot Springs. And this is the first week of, you know, testing the 10 mile mark, but it's feeling really good. I mean, we're sore, but we're sore because of the terrain we got hammered over. And so anyways, we're doing really good. And you got to progress like that. You can't come out here and do 5s and 6s and then all of a sudden do 15s. It just don't work that way. It does not work that way. You will break yourself. So anyways, just listen to your body. And that's what one of the older guys, Wendy and I, hiked with in the beginning. He said, listen to your body, listen to your body. He'd tell us that 3 times a day. And that's all I can tell you. Listen to your body. And if I wake up in the morning and I have 0 soreness after rest, that's a good thing to me. I feel like that's a good progression. So, all right, let's get down here. Let's get into Marion, have a good Nero, a great Nero, so almost a 0 and another 0, and then get back out on trail. So in Marion, Virginia, these towns are so cool down here. Well, it's hot today, but I got my loner shirt on. How's that look? Woohoo! We're trying to get an Uber over to a Chinese place. We've been craving Chinese for 3 days. I look strange with glasses, don't I? I don't wear them on trail because they bug me, but I wear them around town. And then we're trying to go to Walmart too. The Chinese place is near the Walmart, so we're looking to figure that out. We'll see if that happens. But these towns are gorgeous. They're just absolutely gorgeous. I love them. So we're at the Mary Hiker Hostel in Marion, Virginia. And we just got our showers, just got all cleaned up. We're thinking about going to the barbershop in a Hawaiian shirt. You know what's funny is that you probably can't see, but this is a 3X. This is a 3X large shirt. And I'm only wearing it for giggles because, one, they didn't have any extra larges that I could find quickly. And these 3X shirts, before I left trail, like literally were tight on me. Like straight up tight on me. Tight. And look at this. It's nuts. So, these are the bunks at the Mary Hiker Hostel. These are the bunks, upper and lower. They have curtains. They have curtains here to pull. And they have a little light in there for you, and they have a power block so you can charge your stuff. And the bunks are pretty wide, so the mattresses are pretty wide. And they have sheets. You got to make your own bed, but nice clean sheets and nice heavy duty blackout curtains. I mean, these will black out anything, and you can sit in there and do whatever you want. You won't bother people as long as you're not noisy. As long as you have headphones and stuff, you can sit in there and do whatever you want inside the little bunk. And we chose this bunk room because it has the air conditioner in it. But it's a really nice place to stay. And they have nice hiker boxes and stuff. They have bathroom here, another bunk room in here with bunks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 bunks in here and a big queen size bed. Then they have a sitting area. They have a sitting area here where you can chill out and relax. They have a place where you make some food. They have a toaster oven and some toasters and a refrigerator. Yeah, it's a very, very nice place overall. And so I'm very much enjoying it. They have a scale right here. The scale is not friendly. It says, so here's the craziest thing. It says I haven't lost weight, and I'm holding at about 249 pounds. But the craziest thing is I have never been skinnier. And I almost feel like I'm converting fat to muscle at a 1-to-1 ratio. And I know that sounds totally bonkers, but I'm telling you it's happening. And that goes against everything that Men's Health has ever said. I used to read Men's Health magazines all the time. And that goes against anything that Men's Health has ever said about guys my age and the ability to convert fat to muscle. It's crazily nuts out here, guys. Absolutely crazy. I've never been skinnier. I've never felt better since literally 20 plus years ago when I was in my 20s, late 20s. It's nuts. It's really nuts. So awesome. I'll show you more of the hostels. A lot of people here today. They have a nice hiker box. They have 2 showers. They have a clawfoot tub where you can take a soak and free Epsom salts. So you can soak, and you have to take turns, but it's an amazing setup. Very nice place. Highly recommend it. We got off a little earlier, and we had to get a shuttle, so we had to pay a little bit extra for the shuttle service. But if you hike into the Mount Rogers National Parking area, they'll come up and get you for free if they can. You know what I mean? You just got to call them and work it out, and they'll come up and pick you up. So highly recommend this place. Absolutely phenomenal. Very hiker friendly. So and the outfitter downstairs, they actually have hiker stuff. Like, the outfitter is actually geared and has stuff hikers would want. Like, most outfitters, they have stuff, but it's not through hiker oriented. This outfitter is very through hiker oriented. So highly recommend it. Hey everyone, it is time for trekking pole tip replacement. So these are my trekking pole tips, and these are my Foxelli poles. Do not buy Foxelli poles. These are the old Foxelli poles. These are the first generation of Foxellis. They're amazing poles. Their new Foxelli poles are not good, so don't buy Foxelli, but this is what I have. This is the first gen. Amazing. So I'm going to show you how to take off the tips. I'm at a hostel, so I have brand new tips. These are the brand new tips. I've already replaced those tips once, and so these are ones Jen had to send to me from home. So I'll go ahead and put them on. And these are the Pariah baskets. They had them downstairs in the hostel, in the outfitter, and these baskets will actually fit on my tips. So I bought new baskets just so I have new tips and baskets. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that. So I asked the outfitter if they had any tools or wrenches. We're going to try it with the pliers. Hopefully we can get that to work, and I'll show you how to do that. So here's the pole. You want to extend this lower portion out. Take these pliers and you want to slide them over the end so they're just grabbing that trekking pole tip, and then you want to beat them off. And I'm going to try this. I don't know how it's going to work. There you go. There's one. And now we'll do the other tip. You just slide this tip out. Slide this tip out like so. And then you get the pole, and then you get this. You just kind of adjust it over your pole, and you knock these off. So here we go. There's two. So both tips are off. Now these Foxellis, they came glued on. The original generation of the Foxellis, they were glued on, and I had to take a Dremel tool and cut this off to get the tips off. But now these tips will fit right on, like so. I'm going to show this to you properly. But these tips, they're all just pressure based. These tips are just pressure based. So you just put them on the tip and just slide it on. And it's friction based. So I'm inside their hostel. I don't want to put this brand new tip on their nice wood floor. So don't do that in here. But you just slide it on the pole like that. And then when you get outside, you tamp them on the ground, and it's all friction based. And you spin on the new baskets. Spin on the new baskets, and then you're good to go. So what you'll do is you'll go outside and you'll find, you know, a hard surface, and you just tamp this down, and then this tip slides up the pole. Is friction based, and that's how you get the new tips on. All right, that's how you change trekking pole tips. I hope it was helpful.